Okay, hi everybody. Today we're going to be doing section 9.6, which involves solving systems of linear equations by graphing. There won't be any substitution, so you can just cross that part out. That's up here, sorry. Okay, so we're just going to be graphing. What you're going to see is you're going to see two equations. We're going to graph both of them. They're both linear, so they should both have straight lines. And we want to see what they have in common, to see what their common answer would be. So, a system of equations. A set of equations with the same variables. So they're both going to have x and y, or they both have m and n. The solution to a system of equations. So if we have two equations, their answer is an ordered pair that they both have in common that would work for both equations. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to solve the system of equations and figure out what their common ordered pair is by graphing today. Okay, so you're going to take out your graph paper. We're going to do 4 examples, and then we're going to talk about, at the very end, a little bit of notes, and then we're done. Graph both equations on the same graph. These are our steps. And find the point of intersection. Where they cross, that's their ordered pair, their solution that they have in common. Now, I'm going to graph these. These two equations are both in slope-intercept form. That requires very little work, so that's the way that I'm going to graph. All right. This one, your m is 1, your b is -1. So I'm going to graph b first. Y-intercept is -1. My slope 1 means up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and so on. And I'm going to graph that line, and I'm going to grab a green line so that it kind of goes together here. What's very important when doing this is making sure you have a straight edge to do it, because if you're a little curved, it's going to give you a different answer. Okay, second one, I'll do in blue. M is 2, B is -2, okay? So my y-intercept is -2, plot that. My m up 2, 1, 2, over 1, up 2, over 1, up 2, over 1. Connect that, blue line. Okay, the point of intersection is my solution, where they're crossing. Right here, that's where they're crossing. That ordered pair is 1, 0. That's my answer, okay? That's my answer. So your answer should be an ordered pair, unless we have some special cases, which we're going to do in a minute. So let's do number 2. Okay, again, I see that both of my equations are in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to graph them using m and b. You could graph these using x and y intercepts. You could graph these making tables for each one and then plot them. It's up to you however you would like to graph them. Alright, so I'll do red for the first one. M equals -3, B equals 1. Okay, y-intercept 1. -3, down 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 to the right. Down 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 to the right. Grab a line. Make it red. I'm going to have to adjust my line just a little bit. It's kind of hard to do it without being able to put a ruler straight up. Okay, now I'll do the next one. We'll do that one in blue. M equals -3, B equals -2. Y-intercept -2. Okay, down 3, 1, 2, 3, over 1, down 3, 1, 2, 3, over 1, and maybe yours will be a little bit better. My orientation on my board's a little bit off, but for the most part, you should see that these are parallel lines. I know, so right now, if they're parallel lines, what you should know about parallel lines is that parallel lines never intersect. So this actually is going to have no solution to it. So you're going to write no solution for your answer. Kind of a hint for you that this is going to happen would be that if you see that they have the same slope, look, they have the same slope. That means their steepness is the same, so it's increasing steadily the same amount, and their y-intercepts are different, they're never going to cross. So a no solution will be same slope, different y-intercepts. Let's try another one. Okay, this is not in y-intercept form, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move things around so that it is in y-intercept form. I'm going to do that off to the side here. I have 4x plus y equals 8. I'm going to subtract 4x to both sides. Y equals negative 4x plus 8. So this equation is y equals negative 4x plus 8, which means that my m is negative 4 and my b is 8. When I do the other one, I have 8x plus 2y equals 16. Subtract 8x to both sides. 2y equals negative 8x plus 16. Divide by 2. Divide this whole thing by 2, or each of the terms. Y equals negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4x. 16 divided by 2 is a positive 8. So I get over here y equals negative 4x plus 8. My m is negative 4. My b is 8. You should kind of see something. Look, that's the exact same equation. If I plot them, I'm going to have right on top of each other. They're going to have the exact same points. Okay, so let's plot them, and then we'll talk about what kind of an answer they have. B is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your slope is negative 4, down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to the right. Connect your points. Okay, if I was to graph the green line, it would land right on top of there. It's going to look exactly like this line right here, right on top of. So now what I need you to think about is, well, how many solutions do they have in common? All their solutions are in common. Okay, well, how many is all? And actually, there are an infinite amount of solutions. So we write infinite there. They have an infinite amount of solutions in common. So those two equations, if they line up to be the exact same line, infinite. All right, one more problem. And then we'll talk about a little bit of vocab and we're done. M equals negative 1. There's no b. We are not adding anything. So b equals 0. 0, negative 1, go down 1, 1 to the right. Okay, so I'm getting that line. Grab my red. Okay, goes through there. Next equation, do green, love nice little Christmas colors going on. M is 1, B is negative 4. Go to B, 1, 2, 3, 4. And negative 4, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And you can already see where it's going to be. I'm going to have to grab my... Okay, there we go. Okay, we can see where our solution is right here. That's at 1, 2, 2, negative 2. What this means, this 2, negative 2, I could plug it into this equation and it will work. And I plug it into this equation and it works because that number, this ordered pair, is part of both linear equations. All right, just as a recap, you should write this part down. 3 possible solutions for a system of equations. Okay, first possible solution is you get one answer, one solution. The answer will be an ordered pair. Okay, so one solution, if you want, you could sketch a graph. You will get an ordered pair. Next, you will have no solution because they are parallel lines. You will have this come up when they have the same slope and different y-intercepts. Okay, same slope, different y-intercepts. The last one is infinite amount of answers, and this comes up when it's the same equation. Okay, they will have the same slope and the same y-intercept. All right, that's it for today. Have a good one.